Hey guys, it's been a while yet again. I do apologise for the lack of uploading content lately. This video is sort of really a bit of a filler and some updates and what's going on with me and Bakugan per se. Because if you've noticed, my Bakugan content has been kind of lacking, and that's kind of my fault to a degree because I don't have the motivation to collect it at the moment. Not only because it's a distribution thing, which I could get into a whole different tangent about, which is something that many Baku tubers and Baku collectors struggle with collectively, because distribution is lacking, let alone in the USA. But the UK, it in itself, especially in my area, because as I said in multiple videos before, I'm in such a rural, obscure area. The closest town to me is like 30 minutes away. So I can only go as and when I can, essentially, to go and look for Bakugan, and that's scarce in between. So I thought, what would be kind of a fun video just to sort of make up in the meantime, because I have ordered some new stuff via the Entertainer, because they finally updated their Bakugan listings. So I've got Auxilosaur on the way. I know he's nothing new, but unfortunately, as I said, we're very behind compared to the USA. So Spin Master, if you're watching, please think of the internationals as well. But in the meantime, I've got a mini binder here. I've got two more binders on there that I will show you, and we'll just talk about certain things, just sort of fill in the gaps, I suppose. So it's my current card collection. I am planning on doing some card packs soon. If you guys want to see that, if so, leave a comment down below. But there's no specific order. I think I have done it by a faction in this binder, but this one's not complete, whereas the others are nearly complete. I do tend to structure my bigger binders a bit better than this one. This one's just sort of when I grab the random pack whenever I'm out doing some shopping. I just quickly store them in here until I can organise them better, which I am planning on getting better binders than the other two that I've got in the future, but I digress. Here's a couple of the Chaos ones. We got Trick Trap. There's two copies at the top there. I do organise these by energy cost as well, by the way, so there is some sort of structure in here. But let me know what your favourite card is currently down in the comments below. I'm going to try and do something that I've learned off another YouTuber that I watch called live commenting, where basically I'll comment and reply to you guys as if we're talking in some kind of chat in the comments, and just reach out, and hopefully that will help boost my ratings as well. There's a bunch more Chaos cards here. So one of the main things I do want to talk about is, in the last video I noticed I mentioned I've had problems with my throat. Basically, I had to have my tonsils removed because unfortunately I contracted tonsillitis, and because of the pandemic that's going on in the world right now, getting an appointment for that is absolutely next to near impossible, and I was in absolute agony all the time. I was constantly drinking warm drinks, sort of satiate some of the pain. I was on painkillers constantly. It was just agony, and it got to the point where I just couldn't talk. So I couldn't exactly film any new videos, given the lack I had no voice, even though I find my voice very annoying. But I finally had them removed. They were removed a couple of weeks ago now. I'm still on the healing process. Like, my voice is somewhat back to normal now, but it's still a bit gritty, I suppose might be the word for me. I'm not too sure. Let me know if you can pick up any change in my voice. Here we got some Aquas cards, by the way. I love that art of Bent and Dusk. Another main focal point, as I said, I've kind of lost my passion for Bakugan at the minute, because I do sit in Discords and I keep an eye out for any relevant new news. I mean, with the stuff like with Geogan Rising. Spoilers if you don't know what that is yet. But one thing I'm noticing I'm very out of touch when it comes to the actual TCG. I don't pay attention to it. I like to sort of... I keep an eye out for new cool looking cards and stuff like that, and whatever upcoming sets there might be, whether they'll reach the UK or not, I don't know. We're still stuck on Age of Arliss out here. But yeah, I've lost my passion for it to a degree because I don't go out much unless I absolutely need to. I can only order what I can find online, and even online, it's a bit scarce for me. I look on places like Amazon, The Entertainer, Smiths, all them lot. But if there's no new stuff, I feel like, is it even worth me buying any old stuff that I've technically already got? Because I did start collecting before I started making videos, because I got inspired by YouTubers like Kimbo and RXXC, all those guys. They sort of inspired me to start making videos. So if you haven't, I'm pretty sure a good majority of you already subscribed to these guys, but do check them out if you haven't. I highly recommend them. There is also a lot you'll notice with some bakutubers such as RXXC. He's sort of kind of moved on to the Digimon TCG for now. He still does some Bakugan videos, I think. I don't really go on YouTube that much anymore because I'm either busy with various other things that I'm not going to get into. This one is my big chunky Ultra Pro. This one's nearly full. This is the one I'm planning on replacing very soon. Like I said, this one is going to be a lot more organised than the other ones. Like, you'll see the extent of my actual Bakugan collection because I tend to keep all the characters up near the front. Some are in the back because I did have to start working backwards because I forgot where things were. Yeah, a lot of bakutubers are moving on to sort of the Digimon TCG. I do apologise for any camera angles. And you've seen in the background of some other videos that I'm focusing on collecting Star Wars Black Series stuff. It's another main passion of mine. I do love Black Series. I'm planning on starting new videos of those soon. I'm just waiting for all my pre-orders to come through. Also, The Mandalorian's on tonight for me. I've stayed off of watching it because I'm planning on having just an evening full of it. I've been watching like season 1 again. But among other things, I am getting back into Bakugan. Kind of. Like I said, I've ordered some new stuff finally, so hopefully that'll be another video coming soon, depending on when the Entertainer wants to ship it. And then there's just other stuff going on in my personal life that I'm not going to get into as well. For obvious reasons. And as I said, when I lost my passion for Bakugan, I don't mean to say that I don't like Bakugan anymore. I don't hate the game, I don't hate the toys. I'm just finding my lack of motivation in it when I can't seem to find anything new. So it's like, well, if there's nothing new, I've got nothing to post. It's just a logical thing in my head, I don't think. Unless you guys have some suggestions to sort of help alleviate it. I mean, I've done unboxings. I think there's, if you go way back in my older videos when I was living in a different house, using a wooden table and whatnot, and just using shaky hands, I did sort of reviews of stuff I'd already unboxed and just showing you the design of them. Here's another cool card. Here's one of my favourites. My Bakugan Elite Age of Arliss Leah. That's a pretty cool one. I don't have many Bakugan Elites, I don't think. I do have a couple though, so I'll point those out as and when I see them. Yeah, if you guys have any suggestions for me and what other content you'd like me to produce, either Bakugan wise, and I'm not too sure about other TCGs. I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh, but I fell so out of touch with that game. I stopped right as Synchro Monsters started coming in, because I grew out of it for a while. I came back to it and there was these new Synchro Monsters. And I was like, what the hell is this? Whilst it was kind of simplistic, I kind of saw already that Yu-Gi-Oh was starting to lose its way to a degree. It just got overly complicated for me, so I stopped. And I didn't pick up TCGs until... I still collected Pokemon back in that day, so I was just heavily focusing on Pokemon, but I stopped that. I got another Bakugan Elite here, and this one was one of the current... I think this was like one of the mains that you could pretty much not beat at the time. Hyper Halco Ultra, Bakugan Elite Pyrus, 1505 Fury. If I have no cards, it's plus 20 damage instead. That was an awesome card to pull. I think that was recent as well. Yeah, I'm gonna start ordering and trying to find more packs so I can undo the packs with you guys if you'd like to see that. Although, like I said, we don't have Fusion Force here at the moment, and we don't have Armored Elite. We're still stuck on... We seem to, at least in my areas that I've noticed, we seem to have skipped Battle Brawlers and went straight to Resurgence and Age of Aulus, which was really strange to me. I got another Bakugan Elite, another one of the awesome ones, Winton. I love that art there. I think that was I think I watched that episode, or I fell asleep during that episode when they got turned into like little kids or something like that. I vaguely remember it, but for those of you that do ask, I don't watch the anime, because it is painfully obvious that it's geared just towards kids. It has, and the characters and whatnot, I feel you don't need to watch the anime to know the TCG. Rolling into darkest territory now. As far as content-wise, I'm planning on branching out to like my other hobbies, just to sort of get into the swing of things again. Because I'm finding myself bored now. I mean, outside of work and stuff like that, which I'm currently off with now. I'm on furlough, as we call it here. There's just nothing much to do, so I'm thinking pick YouTube back up as much as I can. Into the Aurelus cards here, we got like Avalanche. What did this one come with? This is Age of Aurelus as well. Some of these, I've not double sleeved these ones just yet because I ran out of inner sleeves, but I would say about 80% of what's in here is double sleeved. Is another Bakugan Elite. This is one of the first Elites I ever pulled, and it was in a one of the jumbo card pack sets, and it was Titan Hydrus and Aurelus. Love the art for that, the golden lion, the way it pops out of the frame. Great card. And here I keep all my gears and stuff like that I've accumulated. Pretty much some of them are going to be repeats, so then like Destroyer, Aurelus Sabers, Pyro. You get it. I got a couple more over here. Aurelus Drillers. Those ones obviously came with the Dragonoid Infinity, I believe it was. And this is where I gapped a good... This is stuff that I will need to fill. I'm starting to fill in more character cards back here, such as like the fusion ones, Hydrus and Batrix, Patrix Gillator. And I also keep the gate trainers here because I think they are pretty cool. This one, obviously being them so small, they tend to slide around a bit. There's the diamond. I think I've got one of each so far. Trying to think which one might be missing. I don't think I'm missing any. So I've got Darkus, Ventus, Arlis, Pyrus, Chaos, Diamond. Am I missing a faction? Feels like I am. Yeah, we've got more character cards there. Got Dragonoid, Auxilitar, Ultra. With the fusions, can't recommend these kind of sleeves enough. These are Dragon. I use Dragon Shield exclusively. Don't use any other. I use the clear matte ones. They dull it down a little bit, but you can still see the card well enough. So that way it's still protected, and you can still use them as the flip equivalent, so you don't have to just use inner sleeves. My crown and jewel of the collection, I think it was my most viewed video at the time when I'm not sure if it's a subtle flex or not, but I think I was indeed the first bakutuber to reveal that Pyrovian Ultra existed and was available to purchase and was out there. So she's center at the back as a sort of like, this is what blew me up, this is what got me on the map a little bit per se. Then we're at the end of that binder, a couple more character cards. Some of these are the newer ones, as you can tell. I still have one more binder to go, but the video is already at 16 minutes. So I'm going to cut it off there for a minute. I'll do an upload of the last binder at a later date. I just wanted to keep you guys informed, see what I could do with this in the meantime. There's a little sneak peek of what's to come. Yeah, leave a comment down below. I'm going to try this live commenting thing. Content wise, I'm going to branch out. I think I might do some reviews of the Black Series real soon. I've got plenty to work with there, so content wise, I think I'll be okay with that. As far as Bakugan is concerned, I have ordered new stuff. It is on the way, hopefully real soon. So for those of you that subscribe to see a UK Bakutuber, don't worry, I've still got content coming that way. I'm just out of ideas for that for now. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.